Good morning, everybody. How are you, beautiful hearts? All right. I'm just going to give it a few seconds, couple minutes, so people can join. That lighting, hang on. Not really better. Now I've got a string here. Hey, Patricia. Good morning, beautiful. Let me turn that off again. All right, let me try this. Kind of better. Hey, Cynthia. How are you, hon? Yeah, evenings were starting to be hard for me, too. Hang on one second. Somehow Siri got activated on my phone. Okay. So, as you guys know, the craziest things can happen, especially if I'm around. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right. Yeah, what I was saying is evenings were becoming harder for me as well. Just noticing, by the time, and this is why I changed it from 7 p.m. to 10 a.m., because by the time I go through the day, and I try not to pack my Sundays too much, kind of a down day, so I could be with you guys in the evening. But I was noticing by 2, 3 o'clock, I was just wiped out. So then when 7 o'clock came to come live, which I really love hanging out with you guys, I just couldn't even keep my eyeballs open. So I thought, this is not going to work for me. So mornings it is. Hey, Jill. Yeah, it has been. It's been an intense week for sure. Hey, Jacqueline. Good morning. Yeah, we all need a bit of rest. Hey. All right. So today, as I think you guys probably heard on my live, hey, Kelly, I have no set agenda today. Kind of my vision for this time is really not to have it scripted, just to come on. Yeah, we'll do cards. I'll ask questions. We can talk about anything awakening yourselves or whatever. It's just a time for us to hang out, get some more insight and support, and, play some cards. Will there be times that I have actual topics? Yeah, of course. But you guys know I kind of roll, not chaos, but in creative, energetic mode and go with the flow depending on the energy. Wait a minute. I can't really see the comments, so this is going to be interesting. All right. So bear with me if I can't really see them or what have you. All right. So with that, this is also a time for you guys. You have questions, something you want me to talk about or look into. That's what I'm here for. All right, you guys. So I'm drinking some water. What do you guys have this morning? I've already had my tea, my coffee. So now I'm like, yeah, I better switch to water. Because in meditation and feeling the energy of you guys before coming in, I was like, oh, this is going to be a fun day. So I don't want to be too jazzed. Coffee. All right. Good morning, Jenny. Hey, Sharon. All right. Is that Danielle? think that's Danielle. Hello. All right, let's just start out with some cards. I don't know what Siri is doing, but she keeps interrupting me. So rude this morning. We don't need rude. Decaf, yeah. Yeah. You know, I go through these things where I don't drink a lot of coffee. I do have one cup in the mornings usually, but then my body lets me know when it's time to not have coffee anymore, and we're in that phase. So I switched back to tea. So I've been doing that. Yeah, definitely need more water. I don't know if you guys noticed over the past few days being more thirsty. I definitely have been, and no matter how much water I've been drinking, it's like I still need more. And that's why I shared Elizabeth Peru's posting on staying hydrated and how, yes, global energy, planets, all of that does affect our system, and to be aware of that. And guys, if you don't follow Elizabeth Peru, you might want to go check her out. Such a beautiful soul. And her niche, or what she does, is does a daily guide. And if you subscribe to it, it's like you get it each week, but it breaks down each day's, talks about the planets, where the energy is, how it affects us. And she really targets it for those that are the light workers, the star beings, star seeds, and all of that. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I know. I have been going through, and I've been switching to regular water, but I left it downstairs and I didn't feel like going back down again. But these spark carbonated water with flavor, I've been going through those. Funny thing is, I used to never like carbonated water, sparkling water, nothing like that, until I started talking to my cells. And so now I like that. But lemon water, and guys, if you don't know, if you can drink warm or hot lemon water, that will help your cells the fastest. It helps clear them out. It also helps clear out your body of toxins, and it's really good for you and your skin. If you can't, or you don't like that, if you can do cold lemon water, that will help keep your digestive tract flowing in better energy, because a lot of us have stuck energy in that area. All right, question. Very, very. Is that tired? Sorry, guys. The last 2 days, I've been feeling very, very teary-eyed, missing Matt. Usually we were both okay. Yes. So what happens when things like that hit you out of the blue and you get teary-eyed? What is happening is you are changing that energy on a cellular level, and that wants to be cellular release. My advice is don't hold it back, let it flow, because those tears, that really is release, and it's healing energy, because you're letting go of that pain and the overwhelm regarding him. Yeah. Yeah. And so it's the divine's way of, we'll also, and I'll answer this thing about dreams too, but it's the divine's way of helping us process and release when we do this work at the cellular level. So energy is stored there, and it's denser and it's heavier as you heal and release it. And what I mean by healing is shifting your perspective on whatever it is, because that brings in the healing. That's bigger truths. What it's doing when that energy is releasing from your cells, yeah, crying could happen. We store the trauma, the energy of the trauma, whatever it is, in different areas in our body as well. So if you start to notice, um, as you're shifting and releasing around a certain thing, and a certain part of your body acts up, that's letting you know that's where it was stored, and it's releasing. But yes, altered ego will want you to think you're going backwards, all kinds of stuff. But that's what altered ego does. Glad to see it's on its job. All right, Cynthia. Patricia. Yes, I know things are intense right now. And guys, there are things that add to that without us even realizing it. TV, media, the news, that really is designed, it's matrix. If you notice it, and I'm sure you guys have because you're more evolved, more illumined, it pumps the matrix programming. It's all, about division, judgment, guilt, condemnation, blame, and shame. It's a shit show. It really is. It really is a shit show. And it's designed to keep people in fear, because that's how they can control. And that's how they've always done it. So when we put our attention on that, and I'm not saying, bury your head in the sand. What I am saying is, don't spend your time glued in to the TV, buying into the media and all the stories that are going around. Pull your energy back, because where your attention goes, your energy flows. If your attention is there, then you're going to empathize and connect to that energy, and it's going to bring your vibration down. It's going to trigger you and pull you back into the energy you're making progress to get out of. So how do you stay like in the know but not attached? What I do is I just have the highlights pop up, and I just kind of skim through it. I don't put my attention on it. I don't read the story to find out all the details. I just look and go, that's interesting. All right. All right, Spirit, mighty I am. Show me the truth. Show me what I need to know. And I move on. So that way, I'm still kind of up to date, but I am definitely not the person to come ask about what's going on in the media or who did what or all those details. It doesn't matter. It's all a program right now, and we are seeing the new energy, the new time, the old patriarch system, the old masculine energy. Patriarch is masculine energy. We're seeing that being exposed and come down, so that the feminine energy and this new seventh golden age can fully come into fruition. We've already started it. We started this seventh golden age December 21st, 2012 is when it began. So we're still in the beginning of it. Yes, it's cranking up. That happened as soon as we hit 2020. We're feeling it this year. We're going to feel it for a little while. More things are going to be happening. But guys, don't get in fear about it. Keep your eyes, upwards, going into truth, illuminating yourself and evolving, because guess what? We're all here to be light workers. Especially if you resonate with me and you're part of my Kaldiescope Kingdom, your purpose here is something different from the masses. It's why you felt like a black sheep. You didn't really fit in. People didn't want to hear what you had to say, all of that stuff, because your natural light irritates them and it scares them. It brings up fear in them. So they do what they can to try to shut it down. And a lot of them really don't even know. It's just like an ego drive to do it. Yeah. And waking up, it's a process, because here's the thing. It may feel like you're learning new stuff, but yet it just resonates and makes sense. It's because it's not new stuff that you're learning. You're remembering the truths. And there's a big difference in that. You know, just lean into that energy of, I'm remembering the truths. I'm remembering who I used to be and what I'm here to do. And again, as you start to awaken, you're not going to know your purpose right away. It's a process. I mean, you know it, but then you self-sabotage it and talk yourself out of it. But yes, awakening is a process, and we do it on different levels. We do it on the mental, the physical, the emotional, and the spirit level. But this is all about remembering. Remembering the truths, remembering that ancient knowledge. All right, let's just get some general cards and see what's going on. And guys, don't feel, all right, let me reword that. When you start to feel like you're lost or you're behind or things are passing you by, know that that is an altered ego trap. So things start on the cellular level first before they manifest in the physical. As you go through this process, you have a lot of density. And little by little, day by day, you are dropping that density. And what is meant for you will never pass you by. And everything is in divine timing. So that feeling like you're missing out or not doing enough or this, that, and the other, that's altered ego. Yeah. Because the other thing is, the setbacks, the appearance of setbacks. Cynthia, I'm going to just use you as an example, just because I know a little bit when you talk about how rough it was. And when things happen, or we start to all of a sudden feel this, like, gosh, I'm not doing enough. I'm screwing this up. I'm not getting it right. Nothing's working, blah, blah, blah. When you start getting into that mode, that's where you need to stop and catch yourself and go, no, no, no. That's not my truth, because it really isn't truth at all. Because what you attain, what you learn, what you uncover, you never lose it, ever. You can shut it down, you can ignore it and pretend it's not there, but you never lost it. So if you feel like, oh gosh, I'm so far behind, I've got all this to learn and catch up, that's another altered ego trap. Just tell it to zip it. Nope, that's not how it is. I've been having, all right, Jacqueline. Yes. All right, ma'am. That is so typical on this path. And I actually talk about that on my website, on my story a little bit, because I went through that for many, many years. Even when I was bedridden, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, and then gave me a bunch of different labels. So when there's physical issues going on. That is trying to get your awareness. Now, again, you've been to the doctor, they're not finding anything, blah, blah, blah. I'm not speaking in context for those of you who haven't been to have something going on but are too afraid to go to the doctor. No, this is for the people who have been to the doctor repeatedly and keep being told you're fine, there's nothing wrong with you. You may even be hearing from the doctors, it's your emotions. When they would tell me that, I'd get really pissed. That made no freaking sense to me. So how ironic is that? Look at me now. What the hell do I preach and teach? It's your emotions, it's your thoughts. But I do it from a different perspective, the way they were saying it and wanting to put me on depression medication and all that stuff. That's 3D, that's not it. I do it the holistic way. So yes, Jacqueline, these issues have come out when it's time for, especially when we awaken, and it's time for us to clear them. So what you can start doing is talking to your cells. And how do you do that? You talk to them just like you talk to yourself, because they are you. So don't try to go in there like holier than thou or anything that's not really you, because altered ego is just gonna fuck with you if you do. And you're gonna get into all this other stuff that you don't need to. So just talk to them like you would talk to yourself, and ask your cells to show you what is the energy behind the pains or the issues or whatever it is. Your body knows. Your body is innate. Your cells are innate. And your body is designed to heal itself. And tapping into that innate knowledge, it does start with talking to your cells. So, and different parts of the body store energy from different roots. Now, Western medicine really, Western matrix, modern, or mid, what the hell am I trying to say? Mainstream. That's what I'm trying to say. Mainstream medicine doesn't talk about the meridian lines and how the meridian lines affect the different areas in our body and the meridian and ley lines within the earth, all of that. They skip all that. That is a big key component. Hello from New Mexico. So yeah, and Jacqueline, again, it depends on what the issues are and what is going on. But the root will stem back to childhood. And remember how I was talking about that movie Short Circuit and Johnny Five earlier this week, and how we just take in all that data through all of our senses, but we don't have a way to filter it or understand it. This is where this energy starts to get dense and is stored in the cells. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Big pharma. Exactly. I do want to do I want to announce something before I forget it. So I do have a private group, and it's for those people who have my book, read my book, or want to discuss the book. It's a private group for this. It's called Your Cells Are Listening, the book. So if you want access to the group, reach out to me, let me know. If for those of you that I know have purchased my book, or you've won the book, or whatever, that I know you have the book, I will start to send out those invites. I started this morning. I know I didn't get everybody, but that's going to be the place for us to have those discussions. So if you have questions or you read something in there, like Danya, thank you for reaching out. It was a reminder for me to open that group up. I created that group years ago and just kind of forgot about it. So thank you. And she had a great question around the fall from grace. So yeah, that will be our spot to do that. Of course, Patricia, you know I'll get there. Sending you oceans of love. Yeah, that's funny. I really had wanted to be a pharmacy tech too, right before I got sick. Yeah. Yeah, and I actually have so guys, I don't advertise this. I don't talk about this because I'm changing it and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I do have a 12-week program that I take you through inner child, shadow, altered ego, one of them is called knock off the blocks, how to stop the blocks and let them go. I have a module on the chakra system, the divine GPS, how it plays in, the innate body. It's a lot. So I used to run it as a 12-week group program. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it now or how I want to do it, that type of thing. But I do have all of that. And so it's also in the book, I have little different, the book is really just a snippet, one of my story, my journey, but also what I teach, this program I was talking about. I mean, there's so much that I'm trying to put up on a place where you guys can all have access to it. Hey, hun. Hubby just walked in. Say hi. They can see you. Yeah, I call them pillars. Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things. I know a lot of people have been reaching out asking if I'm going to do it again, bring it back, yada yada yada. So I'm open to that. I am just kind of allowing the divine to guide me because, guys, as you already know, this is a deep dive. This is a lifestyle change. And 12 weeks, because the first 4 to 5 weeks, it's about the foundation, rebuilding your new foundation, understanding yourself, how you think, why you do the things you do, all that stuff. So it's like deep knowledge. It really kind of needs to be a lot longer. So that's why I'm just kind of like, what's the best way? My goal is the best way to serve you guys and to bring this material to you. So yeah. I don't know if you just did a walk-in or what. I don't know. So yeah, I'm even, I kind of like the idea of maybe instead of it, maybe keeping the program together because I have it structured, well, the way the Ascended Masters gave it to me to build upon the pillar before it. But again, I'm just thinking that 12 weeks really isn't long enough. But then I also thought about just having it a la carte. And I may do both. So for the people who don't want to be in a mastermind, because that's really what it is very high level, get down to the roots. I'm not here to string you guys along and, nickel and dime and buy this, buy that. I don't like it. That's why I don't have funnels. They don't resonate with me. I don't like it. I really want to strive more for it to be more like not really an academy, but a place to really learn and being able to have the stuff available if you just want bits and pieces, supplements, whatever. I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah. All right. Let's get into some cards. See, there goes that thirst again. All right. You know how I roll? I'm going to pull some for the general for you guys in here to get the overall. And you know what? There's a handful of you in here, so I will pull a card for each of you guys as well. You have been, Jacqueline. And like I said, I have it all done. I've run it a few times, and usually every time I've run it, I've had a wait list. But it is a deep dive. And like I said, the first 4 to 5 weeks are very intense. So I have the program, and I also want to do live events, so traveling to different places. And I also have one of my heart's desires is 3 to 5 day in-person workshops where it's just myself and a handful of people that live we go through this. So that's a super intensive. But yeah. All right. Let's get some cards. Oh, Carol, how are you, honey? All right, Spirit, all of you and none of me. Show me what the Kaldiescope Kingdom needs to see. You guys have been hearing me, I don't know if you saw me, but you've been hearing me shuffle this whole time, right? I've been shuffling this deck. I swear these 2 cards came out in this morning's reading. You guys can tell me, because guys, just so you know, when I do a reading or I channel, I don't retain the information. It comes in and it goes right out. So a lot of times I don't remember. But courage and pleasure. Oops. Hey, Tito Bandito. All right, let's get one more. You guys can hear and see me shuffle. If we get the morning card again, which obviously it's not impossible, and it's just kind of how my world flows. All right. All right, 2 more. Yay, it's not the same ones. Ooh, but I like how this energy's progressed. So we had courage, pleasure, trust. What do you need courage and trust for? And the pleasure in between? Look at, guys, this is a roadmap right here. Courage, through that storm, through these emotions, through that pain. Pleasure, that's what you rather be feeling. You want to be happy, joyful, every moment be pleasurable. But you need to trust that that's going to happen. And what is this pleasure going to be? Abundance. Abundance just isn't money. It's money, material things, it's love, it's divine connections, divine friendships. It's everything that you've ever wanted. But you need the courage. You need the courage to trust that this abundance is coming in for your pleasure. Absolutely. Ooh, I like it. All right. Let's see. What card deck do I want to use now? All right. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of my issue more is I have so much content, so much already done and ready to go, and so many different topics that I'm kind of like, okay, what do I talk on this week? What do I pick this week? So I'm really being led. So if you want to know how the topics and things that I do talk about come up, feeling the energy, feeling your guys' energy, reading your messages, and seeing where you guys are at individually as well as a collective. So yeah, so at any time, if there's a topic that you guys want me to talk about or what have you, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. All right, let me see. There's 11 in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come and do them in. I'll go 5. Let's see. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I see something. Hang on. Jacqueline. That you're having. Thank you, Carol. Okay, so. Okay. Jacqueline. What I'm picking up with you is so your solar plexus chakra, and your sacral chakra. They are currently blocked. And as you've been doing this inner work, they're starting to open up and starting to release that denser energy. And the broken heart, the way that I'm feeling it right now and picking up on it is, I wouldn't use the word broken. I would use the word very closed off, very guarded, very much like not wanting to open. But yet the work that you have been doing on this journey is calling it to open. Okay. Hope that's making sense to you. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Okay. So on the board here, and I'm just going to read off the card. I may or may not call out names. You know how I work. Um, so if it resonates with you, go ahead and claim it, because you guys know, you guys are part of my Kaleidoscope Kingdom. You know how I roll, that even even if I call somebody's name, I'm reading the energy. I'm picking up on the energy of the people in the room. And even though I can even be picking up on somebody in your energy, but 98% of the time with my readings, you guys know, if it's resonating for one, it resonates for the majority. So that's why I do it the way that I do. Hey, Valerie. Hello. Okay. So, Three of Pentacles, collaboration, working together, deciding to come together to work on a project. I also have the Hierophant, number 5. I have the Devil in reverse, the Star in reverse, and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see. Okay. I originally was going to read these cards individually, and as I'm getting into the energy, they all go together. So here we go. You're leaning more on your intuition, your spirituality. You're bringing everything to source, to the divine. You're ready to make a commitment, a higher level commitment to yourself and to your growth. Dropping and being aware of where you've had toxic habits, thoughts, addictions. Okay, this is an interesting message coming in. So I've just got to say this. It feels like somebody's blocking their healing and their divine gift that would bring them more stability, more abundance. Or you were in that energy and now you're transmuting that and you're ready to collaborate. Um, Essentially, the energy is it's time for you to collaborate on a project that is going to bring you stability and finances. But it feels like you're refusing to see it. And hear me out on this, meaning maybe you have an expectation of how this should look or be presented to you or how you exactly want it, whether it's a business job, what have you. But you are moving out of that energy, or you need to move out of that expectation, drop that expectation, because you are resisting and pushing away divine opportunities that are going to lead to something. And it may not look big right now. It may look small, like, no, how's that going to fit? Um, but that's just a stepping stone. Now, if this is in love, you could be resisting or pushing away the person that the divine is trying to get to you at this time to help you go to the next level and to help you heal, but you're not seeing it. You're resisting it. Your attention is somewhere else. Okay, cool. Oh, thank you, Jill. Yeah, so okay. Oh, thank you, Tito. Thank you. I know, honey, it's not easy. It's not. And that's why I do what I do, because I didn't want people to feel like I did going through this. I was so scared. I was felt like I was losing my mind. It felt so lost, and the overwhelming pain. And so that's why I do what I do now. But yeah, I wasn't always like this. I was a hot, freaking toxic mess. She doesn't live here anymore, though. She was evicted. Yeah. Yeah, Jacqueline, that is energy that's the energy that you're overcoming, because that relationship triggered some old emotional wounds. Whoa. Okay. All right. Who in here got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse again? But I've got the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and Seven of Cups. This is following up back to the abundance. Queen of Pentacles is earth energy. She's grounded. She doesn't worry. She knows. She just knows. And again, the divine is trying to give you a golden opportunity. But guess what? You're not seeing it, because maybe you have other options. The illusion of the expectation, that could be that as well. This can also be distractions, preconceived ideas, preconceived of how money should get to you. And I think it was this morning's reading that had the card clear focus or change your focus. Here's an extension of that. It feels as if there's this divine opportunity But monkey mind keeps talking you out of it. Monkey mind keeps trying to say, well, I can't see how this will really benefit me in the long run. Or um, the energy of it feels like underneath this surface, you have a piece about it and you like it. But then, being used to living from this surface level and not trusting the heart or the gut has you like this. Well, should I? Shouldn't I? What should I do? Wait a minute, Cynthia, hang on. Who's that? Oh, your 3-year-old. Yeah, that is rough. And you know what? Yeah, we do lose our shit on this path. And regarding your 3-year-old, he's very connected to your energy and feels it. Doesn't really, he doesn't know how to process it. I feel like that's a big part of, yes, the move, the change, and all of that. But he's also picking up on your stress and your emotions and acting it out. Yeah, and things will start to calm down a bit now that we're in Virgo season. Um, Virgo being, very grounded, very earthy. We're coming out of some chaotic energy. It felt very disorganized and chaotic. And that was the fire sign. We're out of Leo season. Now we're things and when I say things will kind of calm down or slow down, doesn't mean we're not going to still go through shit. We absolutely are. But we're just going to learn how to do it different. We're going to show up for ourselves every day. And when we lose our shit, recognize it and go, "Ooh, okay, I didn't like how that felt." But what's the energy behind that? What was all of that? And yes, this process, this journey, there's lots of opportunities to lose our shit because it's a pile on. It feels like when one thing happens, 10 things happen. Yeah. And discernment comes from the heart. It comes at the deeper level, not the surface level. Your mind can't discern shit. It doesn't have the capability to discern anything. It thinks it does. Hell, your mind thinks it's the ruler. It's not. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa, the pile on, man. It's like, I describe it like whack-a-mole. Do you guys remember the whack-a-mole game? You get the big old mallet, and as the weasels or whatever they are pop up, you got to whack them. You start to whack one, and welcome to the awakening journey. It is such a magical whack-a-mole Peter Pan ride. Get in, keep your, strap yourself in. Please keep your arms and feet inside the car at all times because you never know what the hell's coming around the corner. So it does get better, though. It really does. Each time that you recognize this and work on it, you go to the higher level. I do, Tito. I do. It's, the pile-on and the whack-a-mole. Let's see. All right, Sherry. That was Sherry. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to go down the road here and call out your names. Let's see what comes up. Love, praise, and gratitude, glory and grace. All right, Spirit, all of you and none of me. All right, Page of Wands in reverse. Lisa, I feel this one is for you. And it's saying that it feels like the joy is kind of shut down. Around your creativity. And passion in doing something or creating something. Um, it feels like the divine is trying to get you to learn something new, to venture on to something different. But you're like, nah, yeah, that sounds good, but no, not fully ready yet. Let me know if that resonated with you at all. All right. Okay, yeah. Okay. These two cards, I was originally going to read just one, but this other one came out and they go together. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Swords. Again, I wanted to call somebody out, but this feels like it's for a few people. The heartbreak, trying to get out of the heartbreak and pain, but still being tied to it. Not moving forward, not even slowly, afraid to move forward. Also, feeling the heartbreak and the pain. Or it could even be anguish over losing a lot of money, being taken advantage of. Spirit, tell me more about this Three of Swords. Yeah, because your emotions are way out of control. And not being able to really get a handle on the emotions because of being stuck in that lack mentality, meaning more focus on what you don't have or what you lost than what you're trying to create. So the question is, where do you have a false belief or perception about yourself that you're buying into? And buying into, I mean, just keep replaying it and replaying it. All right, I know this is for a few of you in here because guys, I mean, I know some of your stories. All right. So for those of you dealing with twin flame connections, soulmate connections, deep love commitment type of relationships that you're either in separation, separated, not really talking, about to be separated. This heartbreak, this pain is coming up for you to really lean into it and to see the truth behind it. Um, because the truth behind it is not as scary as it feels on the surface. The truth behind it is that you've been buying into a projection of all that you're not and focused on that all this time versus being able to